Today's video is about Introduction to Dhammapada. Dhammapada occupies a place of high distinction. It lights the path of men in their quest for truth and inner solace. Dhammapada holds within it the potential to bring tranquility to men and women troubled by stresses and conflicts of life. All the teachings of Buddha have been grouped into three collections or three baskets, namely three Pitakas. The three Pitakas are Vinaya Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka and Sutta Pitaka. The present work Dhammapada is the second book of the minor collection Khudakagama of the Sutta Pitaka, that is the basket of discourses. It consists of 423 stanzas arranged in 26 vaggas or chapters. Reading or listening to Dhammapada is like learning the fundamentals of the Buddhist way of life. Dhammapada is the guidebook for resolving countless problems of everyday life. Buddha teachings, known as Dhamma, offers a body of instructions explaining the true nature of existence and showing the path that leads to liberation. The teachings in Dhammapada are broadly classified into different levels. The first level concerns with establishing well-being and happiness in human relations. The aim at this level is to show man the way to live at peace with himself and his fellow men, to fulfill his family and social responsibilities. One should adhere to 5 precepts, the fundamental moral code of Buddhism, which teach abstinence from destroying life, from stealing, from committing adultery, from speaking lies, and from taking intoxicants. The saint of virtue, the Buddha declares, is sweeter than the saint of all flowers and perfumes. The good man, like the Himalaya mountains, shines from afar, and wherever he goes, he is loved and respected. In its second level of teaching, Dhammapada talks about the law of karma, which ensures that the morally determinate action does not disappear into nothingness, but eventually meets its due retribution, the good with happiness and the bad with suffering. Karma is the universal law of cause and effect. The karma can be classified into 2 primary ethical types. Unwholesome karma, actions rooted in mental states of greed, hatred and delusion. Wholesome karma, actions rooted in mental states of generosity or detachment, goodwill and understanding. Previous stores of wholesome karma will issue in long life, health, wealth, beauty and success. The stores of unwholesome karma results in short life, illness, poverty, ugliness and failure. The third level of teaching found in Dhammapada sets in the framework of the 4 noble truths. The 4 noble truths all center around the fact of suffering, that is dukkha. It is understood not as mere experience pain and sorrow, but as a persuasive unsatisfactoriness of every conditioned state. The first truth details the various forms of suffering: birth, old age, sickness and death, the misery of unpleasant encounters and painful separations, the suffering of not obtaining what one wants. The second truth points out that the cause of suffering is craving, the desire for pleasure and existence, which drives us through the rounds of rebirths and more suffering. The truth number 3 declares the destruction of the craving in release from suffering. The fourth truth prescribes the means to gain real ease, the noble eightfold path: right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness and right concentration. The fourth level of teaching in the Dhammapada provides no new disclosure of doctrine or practice, but an acclamation of those who have reached the final goal, the state of deathless. It was Buddha who, without any aid or guidance, rediscovered the ancient path of liberation and taught it to countless others. His arising in the world provides a precious opportunity to hear and practice the excellent Dhamma. Dhammapada cannot be gauged in its true value by a single reading or listening. It yields its riches only through repeated study, sustained reflection, and most importantly, through the application of its principle in daily life. Welcome to the verses explained in Dhammapada. If you like our work, kindly like, share and subscribe. May all beings be well and happy.